Hi, I'm Glenn Young with Zman Fishing Products. We're here at the 2021 ICAST show, and I'm going to debut some of our new products for you guys to show you what we're bringing out this year. So the first one I'm going to start with is a new chatterbait called the Chatterbait Big Blade. The Big Blade chatterbait here that Brian Thrift developed, and you can see how big this blade is. It's 70% larger than the original chatterbait blade, and the reason it's so big is Brian wanted something that was going to really thump on a good slow retrieve when you've got high water, dirty water. You've got to get that fish's attention. That's going to do it right there. That big blade right there has a lot of action to it and a lot of thump. Even on a very slow retrieve, that rod's shaking the whole time. And you've got dual keepers on there. You've got a big heavy-duty 6/0 hook. So this guy means business right here. So when you've got those kinds of conditions where you've really got to get somebody's attention, that big blade there is going to do it. So look for that. That one will probably be out in September, available everywhere. And then the other chatterbait, the exact opposite of that we have, is the Chatterbait Mini Max. This little guy right here is small profile, premium chatterbait with a smaller blade on it, copper tied skirt, dual keepers, heavy duty 2/0 hook right here. And what's cool about this little guy here is that you can burn this one. This one you have to fish slowly. This one you can burn it and it will never rise up on you. It stays at the depth you started it no matter how fast you retrieve it. So that's pretty handy. If you need to buzz a little chatterbait over grass or burn it through areas or just run a smaller profile chatterbait, this guy right here, the Mini Max, is going to do that for you, and we should have these out by November. Now, the other thing we have is we've been working on a swimming worm for a long time, and we worked with Miles Berghoff on that. And we tried several different tail designs and paddles and cut tails and all kinds of stuff. But one of the baits we introduced last year, the goat, was really popular, and it has a special design on the feet to move easily. So what we did is we incorporated that same paddle on the turbo fatties. So the turbo fatties is meant to be that swimming worm that you can fish on top or you can Texas rig, but it's going to have a ton of action, and that specially designed tail moves with very, very, very little effort on your part. So, and because of the buoyancy, you can fish it as a topwater bait too, and it'll buzz and spit on the top. So the turbo fatties will be out next month, so keep an eye out for that. Then also on the plastics front, we worked with Mark Daniels Jr. to develop a new craw called the Helix. The Helix has a very nice, sleek little profile, not a lot of appendages, so you can use it as a punch bait. And it's got these claws on it, these big, wide claws with little ridges on here so that they grab water and move immediately. So as soon as you put this in the water, the claws are going to be flapping and moving. And because of the buoyancy of the elastic material, any jig you put this on is going to stand straight up, and these claws are going to be standing straight up like that in that defensive posture, getting that fish's attention. So very, very versatile. You can use it as a jig trailer, chatterbait trailer. You can fish it just by itself, Texas rigged, or you can even throw it as a little topwater bait because of the buoyancy. So there's a lot of things you can do with that one. Now we introduced a new Ned head because we've got a lot of popular Ned rig baits. So we introduced a new football Ned. So if the guys want to fish Ned heads around rocky areas and things like that, we have a football style head that you can do that with a good quality heavy duty hook on the back. This guy right here will do that for you. So it can get through the rocks, and it's got a good strong hook on it, so in case you need to pull something out of cover, you can do that with that. Then we introduced a new top hook swim bait called the Hercules. And the Hercules, this guy right here, we have in two sizes. So we have a 4-inch and a 5-inch model in that. These guys are also Elastec, so their tail's not going to come off. And you can see here we've got two different sizes of hooks in there. And what we did is we added this little bottom ring right here, allows you to put a stinger treble or even add an underspin to it. And because of the heavy duty hooks on here, you can fish these saltwater, freshwater, anything you need to chase, but you want that good bait fish profile, you can do that with the Hercules. And we should have these out in December timeframe. We also introduced a new Texas Eye Jig Head. We have actually two different models of them. We have this one here called the Texel. So it's a big 5/0 heavy duty hook on here, and this head size here, we go up to a 1/2 ounce on this guy. So you can throw bigger baits on these, heavier weights on these, fish deeper, throw it from the surf, whatever you want to do. But it'll certainly accommodate baits like our 5-inch diesel minnow and some of our bigger paddle tail baits. That's what's going to go on this. And then we have a finesse version called the Texas Eye Finesse that we do in smaller ones that'll fit things like our slim swims or some of our other Ned style baits that you want to throw weedless but on a swinging head design. That's what the Texas Eye Finesse is going to do for you. So that's kind of the rundown on most of our new stuff. You can get a lot of information at zmanfishing.com, where you can see a lot of the information on these and when they're going to come out. Some of the availability may be off or on, as things get delayed. But for the most part, that's what we're showing here at the show this year. So thanks for tuning in, and hit zmanfishing.com if you've got any questions. Let us know.